I'm Glenn. I'm here to help with a tutorial on Gordon Lightfoot's I'm Not Supposed to Care. Brendan in Scotland asked me if I would do this, and so I'm going to give it a try. I hope I can do you some good. So I've laid out, the intro, the first and last verses, and the second and third verses in two halves. So you've got kind of the basics without me doing a lot of talking. So now I'm going to kind of explain what's actually in those first parts of this video here. The intro. First of all, you need to go to Gordon Lightfoot's website. Just look for Chords and Lyrics Gordon Lightfoot, and you'll find his website with a .ca after it. And in alphabetical order, you'll find, look under the I's, and you'll find I'm Not Supposed to Care, and print that out. So you'll have the chords and lyrics, so you'll have some advantage as I go through this. Standard tuning, 3/4 time. I've got the capo on the 4th fret where Gordon Lightfoot played it. If you're a woman, you maybe take the capo off. It'll work better for a female voice that way. Let's just go through this where Gordon Lightfoot played it on the 4th fret. So what am I doing with my right hand? It's in 3/4 time, as I said. I'm playing the picking pattern as if it's a 6/8 pattern. So there's like 2 plucks for every beat. So it goes like if I hold an A sus2 chord and play what I'm playing, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And if I slow that down, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So what am I doing on that A sus2 chord? I'm playing the thumb on the 5th string, the thumb on the 4th string, index finger on the 3rd string, coming back up with the index finger to the 4th string, then playing the 2nd string with my middle finger, then hitting the 3rd string with my index finger. Thumb, thumb, index, index, middle, index. And the strings I'm hitting are 5, 4, 3, 4, 2, 3. Okay? Now, if I'm playing a D chord, I shift everything down so that I'm starting on the root note, the 4th string. That makes sense? Also, when I'm playing like, A to an A with a G sharp bass, to an F sharp bass, to an E bass, well then I have to shift where my thumb is hitting. All the other strings are the same, but I move my thumb. So it's like, starts on the 5th string for the A note, A chord. Now go to the 6th string to hit that G sharp, which is 4th fret, 6th string. Use my thumb to grab the F sharp, which is 2nd fret, 6th string. Now take the thumb off and hit the E note on the 6th string. Now you go to the D. The D with the C sharp hits that A string, 4th fret, which 5th string, 4th fret. Go to the E sus4. And then the E7th. So I come back to the E sus4, like that, and then start over. So that's the intro. The first verse then is, it's got this A to an A augmented, like that. Now, just theory-wise, an augmented chord is the 5th of the chord sharped 1/2 step. So the 5th of an A note, if you count your fingers, A, B, C, D, E. The 5th of the A chord is the E is the 5th of the A chord. Well, so here's the D string, and there's the E. If I hit it on the 2nd fret, okay. So to sharp that, an E sharped is an F. So an A with an F added in there, I play it like that. Now, you know, you could, if you can fit all your fingers in there, play an A configuration like this, and you can just reach up and grab that like that with your pinky finger. I find that awkward because I also have to go up to the 6th on the next measure. And so what I found is it was easier to shift my 2 first fingers, 1st and middle, down to those 2 strings, to the 2nd and 3rd string, and then on the 4th string, come up and grab that F note with my middle finger. And then to play the 6th, I can just leave my middle finger where it is and just add my pinky finger there on the next F sharp note to make the A6th, and then take everything off and come to the A7th. So it's, I think you have somebody waiting. There's that shift to the A augmented, outside in the rain. There's the A6th, to take you away. Now, for that little transition, I'm going A7, A suspended 4th. And I'm, you know, hitting pairs of notes there to just add some depth. And then you go to a D chord. You got places to go, you got people to see, still I'm gonna miss you. And you stay on that D chord for 4 measures. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that you're going from this E7, sus4 to the E7, and then repeat. So let me sing that with you and play that with you so that you get this first verse. I think you have somebody waiting outside in the rain to take you away. You got places to go, you got people to see, still I'm gonna miss you. But anyway, all right? Now, on to the 2nd verse, and the 2nd and 3rd verses are the same. So we're going to start with the 2nd verse, first half. Now, this is different from what you did in the 1st verse, where you go to the A augmented, and the A6th, and the A7th. Now you're just basically doing kind of what you did in the intro. I wish you good spaces in the faraway places you go. Now that's the same progression that you used in the intros. A to the A with the G sharp, A with the F sharp, A with an E bass, then down to a D. And so far, that's the same as the intro. D, and then the D with the C sharp bass. But now you go to a G with a B bass, and then a D, where you're hitting the A note, and then E, and then the E with a C sharp bass, and then you hit the B in the E chord, like that. So let me play that for you in sequence so it makes sense. I wish you good spaces in the faraway places you go. E. If it rains or it snows, me safe and warm and never grow old. Okay? Okay, now we get into the second half of the second and third verses. And if you, this is the D chord, need somebody sometime, E7 sus4 to E7, E7 sus4 to E7. So if you need somebody sometime, A, you know I will always be there. Now, so this is different. You know, he's A, and then A with a G bass, and then you go to a D chord with an F sharp bass. And I go and grab that F sharp bass first because it's the first thing you're going to hit. And then move your thumb down from the F sharp to the F on the sixth string. I'll do it although I'm not. So it's I'll do it although is A chord. And then you jump to an E7 sus4. I'm not E chord supposed to care. A. E7 sus4 to E7, which is kind of your turnaround there. So let me play that second half of the second verse, and just as a refresher. And if you need somebody sometime, you know I will always be there. I'll do it although I'm not supposed to care. Now, one thing I'll point out on Gordon Lightfoot's site, he says that you go from the A to the A with the G bass, like this, and then you go to a D with an F sharp bass, like that. And then he says you're supposed to go to a D minor with an F bass, like this. And if you were playing all six strings, absolutely, that's what you should do. But what I found is I'm not even hitting the high E string. So if I leave my lower fingers, or the fingers on the higher strings actually, just in the D configuration, and don't bother changing to the D minor, just leave them as a D, but I change my bass note from an F sharp to an F, you really don't hear any difference because I'm not even playing the high E string, okay, where I'm going to play that. So it depends on how you're playing it, but the way I'm playing it, I don't have to change from a D to a D minor when I go from the F sharp to the F. So I'm just leaving it on the D configuration. It doesn't sound right if I play all six strings. It really sounds right if you play it like that. But again, I'm not picking that high E string, the first string. So, see, as long as I don't hit that high E string and play that F sharp note instead of an F, then it works. I'll do it although I'm not supposed to care. Now we've already gone through the second verse, first and second halves, and that's the same thing you do with the third verse. But I'll just go through it again quickly here so that you get a little bit of practice on it. I'll give you the keys to my flying machine, if you'd like. E. I will show you the light, and when you call, I'm gonna come to you. And when you find someone who loves you, I'll know you would treat me the same. just lie there. You're not supposed to care. Okay, now, fourth verse is the same as the first verse. I think you have somebody waiting. Is that A augmented? Outside in the rain to take you away. That's some kind of game. Still, I'm glad it came down to the final round. But anyway, so I'm alternating between the E7 sus4 and the E7. And now here's the last verse with the ending. So it goes to D. And if you need someone who needs you, you know I will always be there. I'll do it although I'm not supposed to care. Here's the ending. I'll do it although I'm not supposed to care. And for the ending, I like to hit just these middle three strings, the A, the fifth, the fourth, and the third. I'm playing an A, E, A as far as notes go, okay? So hopefully that's enough information to get you going on this. I hope I've given you enough information and not confused you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.